Shalom, shalom. I say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Apostle Rakah back with another little quick impromptu video. Out here on the move, like I said. Went out to the camp earlier. But right now, man, we in the spirit where, hey, man, things are coming to a head. Things are coming to a head. I was just talking to the elder Bond Supply, who's over there in his shop talking. And basically, yeah, we get on Jake a lot, but then, man, we didn't forget about Esau. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai have not forgotten about these Edomites. That's the reason why Esau is doing all the wicked shit that they're doing. All their wickedness, all their covert activities trying to stop us. That's why they fucking with our pages. That's why they're doing all the wicked shit that they're doing, messing with us, trying to messing with our pages. And then remember, they're working in conjunction with the spiritual demon Satan. All right, that's what they're doing. They're shutting brothers' pages down. They're trying to shut us down. They're trying to quiet us, but it's all spiritual. I did a video earlier getting on these other dudes, and this is why these other dudes, these other guys that call themselves Israelites and the Israelite community, they lost, man. They lost in the sauce. You see? And we get on them too. But then Esau, that's in Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, it says what? The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock. Which we know that's talking about Esau, and which we go into. Okay, we were talking about Mount Seir, starting with that. And I did a video like, oh my goodness, 3 years ago or something like that. And I had pictures of actual Mount Seir. Those ruins are still around today. Esau built them, their castles and their right in the rocks and the caves of the mountains. All right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Right? So we know it's talking about the Edomites, who you know today is the so-called white people. But once again, as a lot of jakes don't understand or know, a lot of people that look like Edomites, some of them, not all, a lot of them or some of them are Israelites. Because Israel, we mingled our seed amongst the nations, meaning the men of Israel, not the women. A woman don't produce seed. If a so-called black woman get with a Edomite, a straight-up Edomite man, and have a baby, the baby could come out looking like the black woman because maybe, you know, Israel has dominant genes or whatever, all right? But guess what? The baby is an Edomite. And that baby gonna have a weird Edomite spirit, even though it looked like a Jake. And that's the mystery that a lot of Jakes in Israel still haven't come to grips with yet. Now, vice versa. If an Israelite man, let's say a so-called black man, or a so-called Hispanic man, right? A Hispanic man or a Native American man of the tribes, get with an Edomite white woman and have a baby, but the baby come out looking like a straight up white boy or white girl, that baby is still of Israel. That's our people. That's an Israelite. Like case in point, look at Canelo Alvarez. He looked like a white boy. Canelo could pass for a white boy. But we know Canelo's a Jake. He's an Israelite. Canelo Alvarez, the boxer. Right? And certain other people. There's other names that can be mentioned, you know, people that we know, and we said this over the years. But a lot of jakes ain't spiritual enough. That's why the scripture, Apostle Paul said what? The carnal man cannot receive the things of the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Yahweh Shai, because they are foolishness unto him, because they are spiritually discerned. And this is the reason why a lot of these guys and these other Israelite groups are just losing it. Because they really don't understand the scriptures. That's why now you got guys coming out saying that Esau and the other nations could be saved. But that wasn't talking about that. That was talking about Israelites. That's amongst the other nations. Come on, man. This is Israel 101, bro. Psalms 147 and 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any other nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them, meaning the scriptures. They don't, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't gonna get this understanding of this truth. You see? But these devils, these Edomites, a lot of these guys are being paid off by these Edomites, because Esau, we coming to the point now, that, I'm gonna go back to the book of Obadiah. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So these Edomites ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it, bro. Esau is not gonna make it. If you're an Edomite, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna be saved. You're gonna be saved for slavery, and that's about it. That's where we going with that, man. All right? If you're an Ishmaelite, if you're a Hamite, I don't care how black and dark you are, how white you are, if you're not an Israelite through the seed of your father, you ain't gonna make it. I just quoted the scripture, man. So these other Israelite groups can come with their reprobate doctrines. You ain't gonna make it, man. Acts 5:30. Matthew 10:5. These scriptures, man. Only Israel's going. What did the Bible say? But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting covenant. And people are confused because they're not spiritual. That's why I quoted the scripture. But the carnal man cannot receive the things of the Spirit of the Most High, because they are foolishness unto him, because they are spiritually discerned. So you guys, the Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you. You're going to go off with the reprobate doctrines like other dudes have done in the past. And until Yahweh shall get back, it goes on. And you guys that are Israelites, y'all going to die over here. If the Spirit, you ain't of the elect, you're going to die. You're going to die right alongside the Edomites you're trying to save. Okay? But with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I pray I made the point. Lord willing, we'll be back on more videos. If the Spirit of the Lord allow me to wake up and breathe, you know what I mean? We're going to continue. We're moving on, like High Priest Yaquab used to say. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I said, Tawab Allah, Shalom to the brothers of the hopeful elect.